I need to make sure I was actually getting audio before I started recording because there have been a few times, not in this campaign, but a few times where I have recorded an entire session and then realized I wasn't getting audio off the computer, like I couldn't hear anybody else talk except for me. Anyway, all right, so Brooklyn, you, bake shop, bake my day, big old glass window up there in the front. This cheerful looking waif, yeah, holds up the sheet of paper on the window. Come outside or everybody dies.
That was so cool.
You like that? Works better with the headset on, yeah.
Oh my god.
What do you do?
Dal is kind of like stunned, obviously, because she's like, there's someone outside with a note saying that she's gonna kill everyone if I don't get out there. So I slowly walk out nonchalantly.
I will ask you. You may the answer to this may be no, but do you have an oh shit button on your phone? Like just an app on the screen that you like open and it just immediately like panic modes everybody that you know.
Like what is it, the Life 360 type app? Yeah. So I don't have it set up for everyone, but I have it set up for Grant, as you know.
So Grant knows where. Thank God the frog has got
Yeah.
your back. The frog who
Oh yeah.
is like 20 minutes from here. But
He
okay.
acts. Yeah, he's a smart guy.
Yeah. Okay. Could have gone with frog telepathy. No, we went with Life 360 set up with my pet. My psychic pet,
He
slimy psychic
basically
pet.
owns Dal's iPad now, so it's his iPad.
The amount of like if you ever get sunlight directly on that screen, like the amount of like fingerprint and smears and stuff, just not
Lovely.
not good. He doesn't mind it being blurry though because his eyes work differently than people, so it's blurry anyway. All right, so stepping outside, her and this cheerful individual.
Oh yes. Mm.
It's the kind of guy
Abigail's Bucky Barnes.
Bucky Barnes crossed with Wolverine on a bad day.
Yeah.
The kind of guy who's always angry, always breathing hard, but only through his nose. Just
Yeah.
yeah. You walk out. Are you trying to be cool here, or what are you doing? What is the approach you're taking?
Well, that's a little bit nervous because, like,
You think?
obviously her life is, or all these people in Bake My Days, like, life is in her hands. So she walks out and she's like, so, can we take this like somewhere else, like, just so that these people aren't involved? Like, if you want, if what do you want here?
Well, I don't know, sweetie. What do you think I want? You look a little flush. Are you all right?
Sorry, mommy. Anyway,
Should I have gotten a different picture for these people? I need to.
okay.
Sorry, mommy. Sorry, sorry.
I don't know. Is it someone you're wanting?
Yes, actually, but I feel like he's going to be a lot more easy to talk with if you're within arm's reach of my friend here. So why don't you get that little phone that you've been tapping on quietly on the side there, and why don't you call Liam? Just give him a little ringy ding.
I thought you were gonna start talking about like frog man. Okay.
You should call me instead and be like, "Hi, Leo."
um, so we us groupies we do group voice calls. So instead of hitting Liam's number, like it's a FaceTime call that I hold up to my
Chin, just your
chin,
jaw.
like, hey Liam, I have some people from or some people that know you.
The phone died.
The phone died.
You have a is this an iPhone or an Android?
iPhone.
Okay, you have an iPhone plug on your charger stuff.
I can't
How could you lose it? It's plugged to your wall.
What do you mean? It's plugged to my wall. It's here. I
Did you not know you had one?
didn't know. I knew I had one, but I couldn't find it. I just didn't realize it was plugged into my wall.
Okay, so
Just a quick mo.
hey Kaylee,
Yeah. I'm so jealous. Stop it. Stop it. Kate has homemade. She makes these homemade pretzels, and they're to die for.
They are
Brooklyn says that they look absolutely scrumdiddly-umptious.
they are, in the words of my people, amazeballs.
Yeah, they're pretty good.
Oh, sweet criminy.
Liam.
Ha!
Yeah, I'm here with your
old friends.
old friends. What were your guys' names? And then they just like shake their heads. I got your friends here. At Bake My Day. And they seem in a little bit of a rush. So if you guys could, or if Liam, if you could get here, sooner or later, that'd be great. Slice run the line here. And I as the call.
Okay. Who'd you call? So you called everybody?
I called.
It was like a FaceTime call, and you probably picked it up like in the midst. Also, you just at the same time got that text from Grant that I just put on the text chat, the voice chat, which is a lot more information than what you texted, but Grant does have like a link to you. So once you send a bad message thing, he's like, what is the imagery I'm getting? The FUD place where I can't eat anything.
Well, then I probably head over, right?
At the same time, Chris, your sister, so they're doing a press conference and she's like going like this and she turns her phone. Oh, yeah, those are a couple of tools for sure. And, hey, yep, they're being attacked. Oh no, that is a lot of fire. You think we should it's Halo and this other new girl up on the stage, and the whole thing is just looks like a "This Is Fine" picture. And there's a guy. I'm gonna more easily put this over on Discord. This guy is walking up through the audience. No one seems to be standing too close to him, and there's just like flames going out away from his feet as he's walking.
Brooklyn's asking why everyone is hot.
I'm very good at my job. I want it to be very difficult to decide to punch anybody in the face because you might ruin the face. Have we seen the other two, the two Chris replacements that the second son is currently using for their publicity? So we have this.
So that's Halo.
And
then Uriel is coming up here. She's got a fancy little costume that I sent Dad.
Well, no, right now she's just using this one. She hasn't gone full angelic.
I see.
This is her initial.
So Chris, I think, texts the group and goes, on a scale of 1 to all of us, how much do you need me?
Okay, so to catch Jamie up. Also, Liam, I need to know if you were getting FaceTimed after considering what just happened, if you were a minute and a half later getting FaceTimed not even a minute later getting FaceTimed by Dal, would you pick up?
You were so evil sometimes. Go ahead. I mic.
I think Liam's at a point where whatever that will get.
Whatever Dal wants, Dal will get. Okay.
Whatever Dal wants, Dal will get. So you pick up and you get, there's some people here from the old days. And right about then, and Jamie, I'm just going to direct you to the voice chat because, so you got a FaceTime request and you don't have an Apple phone, so that's not going to work. But you do get this text from Grant. Yeah, you got to work at this one because he's not great at spelling anyway, and he was trying to go fast. Liam, tell me what you're doing because your friends from the old days are there, and she's got to be back at Bake My Day because she hasn't gone anywhere. So what's the story, Morning Glory?
First off, I think upon hearing this, you're gonna freak the fuck out, and I want to do one of my passive moves.
Okay.
I want to do the blowing off steam one, and I want to just punch the shit out of like a lamppost, just like until it falls over.
That is absolutely, when you commit a misdemeanor or a small victimless crime, you may clear a condition of your choice. Sure.
I don't want to be guilty anymore.
Shit.
I am guilty.
And then you turn around and what do you are you running back? Are you going back in some kind of
Are you using your newly destroyed lamp?
I think I am taking the lamppost medieval knight style and I'm running back.
Okay. They want to talk, right? Crack. Talk with us. Your sister's like, what's up?
There's a problem with the team. I don't know if they need me yet. I don't know if they need me. I'm not subtle. You know what I mean? I don't know if this requires a little bit more finesse. And depending, it seems like the people who were there, it might be more of a down low kind of thing. Might require a little bit more, duller tools. And I think I might be more helpful doing this thing with trying to help out these guys over here on the thing, because That would be really good for my ego.
It would be it might look like you're still on call for the second son if you show up to save their bacon right away. Alternately, he could kick their ass and then you could find him later and kick his ass, and that would be...
Yeah, but I want them to die.
I will grant you that we don't know the girl, but Halo is...
I mean, yeah. What if I go there really slowly?
Maybe you go... I can't tell you what to do. Maybe, I don't know. What does your leader brain say?
Oh, God.
Leader of the team brain.
Oh, you said the T word.
You want there to be a team. It would be useful if there's a team. Jamie is still, like, gesticulating wildly, can't hear a thing she's saying.
No, I texted them, but nobody's responded yet if they need me.
Jamie's ready to go off as soon as she can figure out how to unmute her mic. I can almost read her lips when she's saying some of this stuff, but...
Has anybody given Chris a message back saying that, like...
Well, I mean, did you send a message?
What?
Okay.
She said, is it working? Is it working now?
It's working
Who the
now.
fuck said she was the leader? I didn't agree to that. I just barely agreed to being on the team. Who the fuck said she was the leader?
Her sister, obviously.
Bitch! We gotta have a conversation. No, remember Chris sent the text message that was on a scale of 1 to all of us. How much do you need me?
Okay, so where did you sent that as a reply to Grant?
I sent that as a reply to Grant and then in the group chat.
Okay, well, Grant was using the group chat, which he doesn't normally do. He pretty much just sends like really like memes that you don't really understand.
So from the gist of the text I'm getting is she's at the food place, which I'm understanding as Bake My Day.
Sure.
She,
by definition.
Oh, I just got it. Yeah, okay. And there's bad people. I just got the little middle section that are struggling to
I gotcha.
understand. But yeah, I was like, she's at the food house where I can eat anything. That part, I was like, what the fuck? Where I can't eat anything. People are there. They're bad run. Got it.
And one would assume that he means run toward the problem, not away from it. Like, quick, abandon Dal. It has to be Dal because there is only, like, there is Dal and there is not Dal, and Dal is not Dal, Dal is she. That is how Grant works. There is she and then there's not she. Everybody is not she, except for me. There's me and she. Everybody else is not me or she.
Question is, though, do I actually receive this?
Grant's, yes. You don't get the FaceTime because that was her. So what Dal did was she started like she was going to do a phone call because they said call Liam, and she held a FaceTime call up to her face and basically said like it was a phone call, like, hey, your friends from the old days were here and they wanted you to come back and talk to them. Yeah, okay, cool. I'll see you in a bit. Bye. You wouldn't have got that, but you definitely got Grant's thing because he's just blasting everybody.
Right, but I mean, like, because from this time, I was traveling around time.
At some point in time, you are at this point in time.
Got it. Okay.
So
I'm following.
I don't know what to do, guys.
Are you responding to because there is a second text following Grant's, which is from Chris saying, do you need me? Is this an everybody thing?
I'll say I'll let you know.
I think once you figure out what the heck is going, I think you stare at Grant's message for long enough that Liam's probably the first person to get back around the thing. Now, are you carrying this lamp post, or is it like hovering in the air above you?
I'm picturing it like tucked under my arm, like a medieval knight's joust. That's what I'm picturing.
Is it vertical at least for while you're moving along? So are you just sweeping everybody? Yeah. Everybody move! And
yeah, I think it'll be vertical for a while.
And then
while I'm traveling.
Yeah, and then you come around the corner. All right, so you can see there at the end around the corner there. And it's Cleona and Felinus from the old team. They're probably not, I don't know, none of them would be really great to see. Felinus is definitely a problem because he's going to do this from nowhere.
Hi, John. Hi, John.
No.
Ugh. Okay, my kids don't like me. I'm just gonna get these up here on Roll20. But yeah. So Cleona's a problem in general. Felinus is a problem very specifically because he is a How? Are you punching? Dangerous.
I'm punching. I'm poking.
Okay. Why are you poking? Okay. Wave to everybody. All right. Bye. And they're both standing really close to Dal. which is to say within 10 feet. Feels like too close. Cleona isn't much in a fight, except for the fact that she can basically make fights end with like alarming rapidity. She can also panic a street full of people.
Yeah. Thinking perhaps instead of just running in and starting shit.
Yeah, Felidus' entire reaction to you coming around with the light pole is to go like his left foot shifts like 1/2 step back. That's it. That's the entire reaction.
So spooky.
I think I may stop.
You're about, call it 30 yards away, 30 meters away, that kind of thing. So, half a block. If you could set the
I think
walk,
I'd like to.
she'll
sorry.
call, Cleona will call out, if you could set the walking stick down, we could keep this polite.
Instead of setting it down, I can the liquid thing I did earlier. Do that so it like covers my body, almost like a suit of armor.
So break it kind of down to like wrap around you. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
Giles just sitting there, and she's like, "Oh no."
And then after doing that, I'll say, big stick's gone. Walking stick's gone. Put my hands up and just slowly approach.
That's a new trick. That's fairly impressive. I don't think I've seen you do that before. I should get you up here a little bit closer. Where's the other one with the little poppy portals?
I have no idea.
As Liam is just sitting there like, I have no idea. We get a camera shot where we're looking at the two of them, right? And then the camera does that shift, that focus shift thing where they go blurry. And then their distant background comes into focus, and about a half block down behind them, you see a portal open and her like step through it, and it's just like, oh shit. But literally, just as you said, I have no idea. She steps into your frame of vision down the street past them, right in front of Bake My Day. The two of them, Dal and Liam. Liam is in somewhere between like Knight's armor and Terminator 1000, like the T-1000 suit, but like with flaked green paint all over it because it's still like clinging from the thing. So I was going to say, what is Calamity doing there? But she seems to have.
I'm right here.
Okay. Okay, so that's
I
where
should
they
grab
are. They're all very close to one another, kind of, well, relatively close to one another. And they're all kind of in a cluster in front of Bake My Day. So you could portal right down there, right in between them. You could walk. You're not very far away.
The idea of actually just walking to them, that's actually really funny.
Okay.
I don't know, just because like she has the
Yeah.
ability to portal,
But
you know.
just kind of walk up. Yeah.
I think that like you're just like it's a regular thing for you. You're just walking up to Bake My Day. Like, guys, what
Yeah.
are you guys doing here? I was
What?
just here to grab a
This is the weirdest thing. Are you getting the chocolate croissants too?
No, so they're in front of Bake My Day, right?
Yeah.
Like in front of the
Pretty much right in front.
doors in front of front.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I've got my full superhero suit on because I wear it, even though she has normal clothes, I think she wears it most often when she's like teleporting around anyways.
Sure. Feels
So,
more
She's
comfortable.
got it on, mask, hood on, just walking towards Bake My Day. And she's about to open, like, the plan is, she gets to the door and she's like, guys, no way. I didn't know you were going in. I love their croissants. And then she's going to punch the girl in the face.
Okay. So as she's walking up, Liam, she's all dressed in her I'm gonna mess with stuff garb. She is clearly moving with intent. Felis has a absolutely obscene sense for battle awareness and whatnot, doing to cover for her. Or what are you doing? I mean, you could be covering for her. You might not be doing any of that. So how do you keep them focused on you during all of this stuff? This is where you really need a very attention-getting stained glass window with with an actual ability that says, "Pay attention to me."
Alright, guys, it's a hot girl.
Okay, by any chance, would he be standing on a manhole cover?
That is a hell of a good question.
Roll for it.
I'm not gonna roll for it. I think that it would be funny if it were there. So sure.
Yeah, my idea would be to like just fling the manhole cover.
So you're as she's walking,
in the air.
just trying to fling him as hard as you can. All right.
Yeah.
Sure. Yes. How can you deal with all of this stuff before? All right, great. What I'm going to have you do is do a directly engage.
take something from it? Yeah, I want to take its attachment to grab.
Want to take his current elevation and replace it with a different elevation? Okay. So with directly engage, I'm gonna pop the thing up here as you're. So the idea is just flinging him straight, just catapulting him straight up, yeah, or just catapulting him in general.
Combat special.
When you directly engage a threat roll, on a 7 to 9, you can pick one of these. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
Well,
I would certainly be surprised.
well, one thing I'm thinking of though too is
It would open up an opportunity.
yeah, that's what I was gonna say. I know that oh, I'm sorry, Jamie. Why is your character's name Calamity? I know that Calamity is itching for
Would certainly benefit from a distraction, certainly.
yeah. I think
And
I'll
I
go
have a
with the
bone to pick with that girl.
rated
She
opportunity
ruined
for
my
your
first
allies.
case.
Technically your second case. I don't think she had anything to do with the cat.
Yes, she did. She created the kaiju.
Kaiju.
She created the kaiju. The kaiju was all about the cat.
This is why I'm punching her in the face to get back at her for ruining my first case.
That's wild.
No,
Um,
not because she
I mean, like, that's, just like,
bonus.
Okay, so you're still gonna. So we're looking for creating an opportunity. Yeah.
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so you go to do the move, and the thing is that you're aware of is that the only way this has got to be basically instantaneous, or he's gonna have some kind of warning. So your whole thing here is just as absolutely finger snap quick as you can on this thing. Somehow it's not quick enough. Okay. So he steps forward off of it. How do you adjust your move as the thought is starting to go, and he steps forward. How do you adjust the flight of this thing to still level him?
Has it started to ride, or has it just not moved yet?
It's probably like in this thing is like in like bullet time slow motion, so it's starting to it's like the very first shudders happen as he's starting to step off of it. So
instead of trying to fling him up, if I could try and send it straight into his crotch.
So actually turn it and go.
I'm like a diagonal now.
So as it's starting to go up, you instead turn it and slam it. So and it kind of goes upward diagonally. So he's still going to be flung kind of at a 45-degree angle. It's not going to be really a crotch shot as much as like a tailbone thing.
That's the nut shot. It's completely a nut shot.
But he is moving towards you, and while I'm going in slow motion, he definitely isn't. And he brings an elbow absolutely straight across your face. Nose, the teeth, the lips being mashed against the teeth. Point of the elbow and he's actually seems to be using the momentum of the manhole cover to hit you harder, even as you can hear something break in him.
Is it his ability to have children?
So
Oh god.
I'm gonna have you take a powerful blow. He is definitely gonna take his condition for sure. And so yeah, something basically comes up there, and you see the portal open, and Calamity steps out and starts walking. You're like, I wonder what's going to... And then basically the manhole cover explodes out of the pavement and blasts, as near as you can tell, both this dude and Liam, fucking ass over tea kettle back along the street, the way that Liam came.
I can just imagine Dal, standing there and watching the first hit go and be like,
past you. It kind of went
that's the
past.
elbow shot.
Yeah, you're just and this is all going slow motion past you as it's going, because you were almost kind of between them and facing out away from the street, kind of a thing. Calamity, you don't have to do all of the other stuff. You're like, oh, this is popping off now. Okay, I'll just come up and donkey punch this bitch right in the back of the head. Perfect.
Well, and I want to, because as she's coming up to punch her, but so far throughout all of this, she hasn't done anything that's
Offensive?
directly fighting someone. Yeah, offensive.
Yeah, gotcha.
And so while this is a little thing, technically I think it's kind of big for her, because I think it's really setting in that she's stuck here, and there's stuff going on,
Yeah.
and it's all up to her.
Mm-hmm.
And instead of just like, we know she's been engaging in maybe some unhealthy habits.
You think?
But and as much as she tries to convince herself that her job is a private investigator, it's not. It's a superhero. I think she's starting to be like, I should channel this into like what I'm doing, like channel these emotions and this anger, and this like all of this stress instead of into these unhealthy coping mechanisms. And so I would like to shift her label.
Okay. You're gonna like talk to her. Oh, you want to
she's
shift?
kind of like, no, like I want to shift Charlie's label.
You want to shift Charlie's labels. Do you have a way to do that? I'm trying to think about if there's a good mechanic for shifting your labels right now.
If not, that's fine.
I'm not sure if you. I don't think there's a way to do that just off the cuff. There's moves for it. It depends.
I was kind of wondering if I could roll like provoke on myself or something.
In the moment, I'm going to say probably not, because there are quite a few moves that let you shift labels around that are kind of built into the different playbooks, so I don't want to just go for free.
Okay, that's fair.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Besides, you have lots of people to come help.
Anyways.
Yeah, you got people to help. Is this because your danger is very bad? I have no idea. I haven't looked.
Maybe a little bit.
Ooh, that's okay. You have an opportunity here, and the opportunity is.
But I've been wanting to have her become more dangerous, anyways.
So there you go.
So.
If you really want to, actually, no, I'm not gonna even do anything with that. So, yeah, Dal, this is happening with the thing goes burst past. Charlie comes up. Why don't you take a swing? Give me just. I just want to see something because I've often wondered about this.
Oh, but she absolutely says right before she punches her, "This is for ruining my first case."
I will say, I'll tell you. Let me give you a slightly different I know you really want to punch her in the face. However, I'm going to give you a slightly different opportunity here because. You always had the ability to run up and to walk up basically and punch one of them. That's fine. Liam created an opportunity for you that you didn't already have. Now the thing with Felinus is your portals are way too slow to actually catch him in a portal normally. However, he doesn't have the ability to change his trajectory in midair, which he's currently doing.
I want to trap him in time.
Well. Okay, I was gonna go with something a little bit different, but you could do something to him with portals, for sure, and do a thing, absolutely. So if you want to do that instead, then I'm gonna say you're gonna unleash your powers.
Okay, so
because you're coming up and you're like, oh shit.
Portals have an entrance and an exit, so if I just don't make the exit, right?
At some point in time, there will be an exit, your next portal, and you probably don't want him coming out going, surprise, the next time you open a portal.
Oh, right, that's a good point.
Also, I think from a physics point of, your physics, cartoon physics, comic book physics, I'm not sure if the first portal works if there isn't another, it doesn't.
Well, no, because it's not like I make a portal and another portal, it's all technically just one.
Right.
But
so I think you've got to make
it. When you step in, it's not like I'm stepping exactly to the place. I'm stepping in somewhere in between first.
Yeah, true. But at the same time, that has to have two sides. A door has to have two sides for it to be a door. Otherwise, it's a wall. But you can still absolutely do some fuckery with him, 100%. I will point out, as he's flying through the air, he is actually twisting around. He can't change his trajectory, but he is absolutely twisting around and grabbing the manhole cover.
Ooh, that's not great.
He will turn that shit into a weapon as soon as he can make it down to the ground again. 100%.
So his power is just he can turn shit into weapons. Yeah.
Well, it's kind of like, I don't know, they turn into weapon. He can use things as weapons, and it pretty much doesn't matter whether it's a ballpoint pen or a manhole cover. He's just going to make use of it as a weapon. He could probably kill you with a teddy bear if he was trying hard enough. But yeah, he's already working on, coming around. He's already on the offensive, even though he can't get any
So, based on his trajectory, I'm just going to put a portal
totally put a
right
portal where he's flying.
And spin him out. I'm thinking middle of nowhere, Kansas, 3 years ago. I don't want to create a paradox though, so.
Well, he
and I
definitely
don't trust him.
he definitely wasn't in Kansas 3 years
Just
ago.
put him through time.
Yeah, I know, but
Just
I don't.
put him through time.
Why not? Then he's not a problem. At least for a little while.
It's not a problem if you don't put him through time and then you don't have any risk of paradox.
You know what? Just for safety, because I don't trust him to not go looking for himself. How about middle of Kansas a month from now? That's her idea.
He could still go looking for himself.
No,
Oh,
not
like
in
he would
this, like,
lose the gap in between.
in the future.
I
No,
see.
in the future. So he's just missing for a month.
Interesting. I wanted you to go for the past. Why don't you give me a
I
Unleash
don't
Your Powers
trust him
first?
in the past.
Why don't you give me Unleash Your Powers first?
I don't support this plan. Neither does Kieran.
So
Brooklyn's neutral.
Brooklyn's like, I don't know, let's see what happens. Fuck it.
I don't trust him in the past.
Okay. Unstable or temporary, or a condition.
Let me see. Unstable or temporary.
Okay. All right, I got.
Hold on. So I gotta decide though. Am I doing
No,
future or the past?
I got a thing. I got this for you. I got this.
Okay.
I know exactly how to do this. So you got a thing. Okay. Most people have done this. You ever held the magnets together so that they push against each other? Okay. There are times that you have run into where you open a portal and point it at someplace, and it doesn't work. Like, and you've never really examined too much exactly, except that that's probably a bad place. Forcing it would definitely have consequences. You're quite sure about that. And they're just usually it's a matter of just wandering a little bit, like, oh, I'm about to teleport into a fucking brick wall. I should probably not do that. And you can shift it a little bit to the side, and everything's cool. You haven't run into it as much with time, but in this case, you're running into it with time. Okay, so it's not the place, it's the instance where you're trying to get him to go, and you basically, and this is all kind of split second stuff because he's literally flying towards the portal, and you can move it out a little bit, but you're like shit, and you're like, that was not great because, okay, so it looks like you can do, for him right now, you can do behind, you can't do ahead.
I think he died, guys. I'm pretty sure he died.
What's that?
You could just not do time.
But I gotta.
Pick a time in the past. Definitely send him back to the same auditorium park where that kid shows up all the time. Nothing bad can happen there.
No, I just don't trust the past. I might just spit him out in the middle of Kansas.
In the present, in Kansas.
Which I don't like either because he can wreak havoc. But I'm thinking like random ass cornfield. You know, least populated area possible.
See, I had a really good temporary for if you put them into the past, but I don't know if I have a really good temporary. So two options. I can take suggestions from the peanut gallery for how this is unstable or temporary, or you can take the weight off me by going, the stress of trying to find a place where you can put him in time like messes with you, and you take a condition instead.
I have an idea.
All right, hit me. Let's see what we can do.
Because of the weird thing with like the magnet, she can't properly close it, so like it keeps kind of like appearing around the same area, and he just can't catch it to get back through.
Not right away, but he will probably figure out the timing.
Probably eventually figure out the timing, but she can't get it to close.
That was something like what I was gonna.
If that's the case, can I still do the time then?
I mean, sure.
But like in the future.
No, the future is the magnet push thing. You can do the past.
No, I'll do the present.
Okay. So yeah, something's going on there with trying to think. Huh. Interesting. All right. Yeah, you've got to kind of push this thing. You're basically like scrambling to like get something to go, or the whole thing's just going to kind of fall apart. You're like, fuck it, Kansas. I want to know why you have a location in your head for Kansas at some point. I want to know what that is. But yeah, so the portals are acting like you're like, okay, close down. Okay, it's good. It's closed. Stay down. Like, okay. So that's happening. See, you do the past. The past is great because I can do unstable or temporary by, like, he spends the next 3 months walking back here to the same point. As soon as you throw him through the portal, he walks around the street corner, like, about a block down. It's like, all right, let's go. Anyway, Scary Guy has been launched into a portal and possibly broke his tailbone. That takes months to heal. Very painful. Charlie's there. Liam's getting up again. What you doing?
Oh my god. How do you say the girl's name?
She's the Banshee Queen, isn't she?
Yeah.
Cleona.
What?
Like Fiona, but with a CL. Cleona.
Oh, because she just got punch.
Nope, nothing happened to her. She was about to
Nothing
get
happened.
punched, and Calamity went, oh, like she was just about to, like, oh shit. So yeah, Cleona's still trying, like looking around, like she does
So-
see Charlie, and she looks like she's about to like do something about that, but that's it. She's not. Eyes aren't on you at the moment.
Where is Grant at this point? Because
Grant-
like I know my bestie's on my way, on his way.
He is on the way, but if you're at, my thought was, and I realize that my thinking is actually incorrect. So I really need to get a map of the city laid out here. But my thinking was like you guys were up on Victory Mesa, because it's a little bit more of a out on the outskirts of the town. It's also where the college is, and that's where you were last time. But I don't know if your home, where your mom and you or live, is out there. It would make sense. It's probably a little bit more affordable, but if so, he's a good couple 10 minutes away. Even though he is hopping like mad through the city, and some people are going to be having some therapy sessions off that one. There's a frog in a Lucador mask with an iPad strapped to his shoulder.
I feel like I would be preparing for like a confrontation with Leona. We're the two just kind of standing there.
Yeah, she's turning towards Charlie, towards Calamity. So you could jump her, or you could be like, listen, if she tries anything, I'm gonna. You can just kind of like be ready for whatever it is that she's about to do.
I would jump her. I also agree, because like I know
If he starts fucking with Calamity, we got problems.
yeah, because Dal's been pretty passive in her moves, and she's been doing a lot more things with Grant, so I feel like it's time for her first punch. But like she doesn't do it like normal like punch. She like propels herself by like flipping and doing her gymnastics
Sure.
to get over there.
So comic book.
Yeah.
Almost like the forward flip, but when you push off to like get back to your feet, you instead like push your feet up into her. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
you go over and then like do the handspring into the kick to the the 2-foot kick thing. Land on your back and then kip up, you know.
Yeah.
Make your move, and that's directly engage.
I can make my blood moon, and you can check the queen.
Really? I just got that song out of my head.
What is that? What is that? It's a hit.
Is it? Oh, it is a hit. All right. So you do the it's like the handspring foot jumpy thing. All right.
And she sticks the landing.
She sticks the landing. Oh my God. All right. So you have you can pick an option off the directly engaged list, which I will bounce out to everybody's screen again. Resist or avoid their blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition. Keeping in mind that if you don't, I'm not saying you have to do this. I'm just letting you know. If you don't resist or avoid their blows, you will get hit back.
You gonna get punched.
You will take damage in return. Let's put it that way.
I will resist and avoid the blows by taking because like I got my little backpack on, so I rip out the slime again. I stick the landing, and then just like
Whipping
slide.
slime at her? Oh, you're sliding. I see. You're like
sliding away.
All right. Yeah, she's not going to physically counter anyway, but she's more right. So we're going to get to Chris here in just a second. Liam, I believe you had an entire person hit you. I'm going to have you resist or avoid their blows, which is just rolling. It's the thing up at the top of conditions, and then we'll see where you're at with all this.
The take a powerful blow thing?
The dice thing right up above conditions, there's like a take a powerful blow button. Yep. Go ahead and hit that. Go ahead and hit that bad boy. Oh, look at you.
I'm pissed. You can hear the wish.
And a miss, this is the one move where a miss is good. So undertake a powerful blow. On a 10, you got to pick all the 7 and 9. You got to pick all these difficult options. On a miss, you stand strong, mark potential as normal, and say how you weather the blow. So how do you weather the blow? Does the armor just shift to protect your face? And
I was thinking it's gonna be the armor. Just as it's about to hit, just
clank. Just I love that. you're still getting knocked.
Got a broken groin and a broken elbow.
You're still getting knocked. Like the sheer kinetic energy is gonna roll you over, but nothing breaks here. And so yeah, Cleona goes rocking, goes kind of does the like kind of gets lifted off because she like the feet are catch her right in the chest. She kind of she does the thing where she like lands and like her shoulder blades are the first thing that hit, and I just skids for a sec, and she's like, ugh, and we just wanted to talk, and she slams her hands down, and this rolling wave goes out, just out of way. And it's not a physical thing. It's not like an air blast or anything. You feel it. You feel it. And it feels like you should be able to see something, but you don't see anything except your mind sort of fills in the gap of this sort of screaming wall of like, I don't know, something like I don't know what you would see that would be terrifying, screaming wall of ghosts or something like that, but something comes just rolling out away from her through like just in a big wave away from her in all directions. Y'all have been through some shit. So
Did we all see this?
yes, feel that, experience it. Yes, everybody.
Feel it.
Yeah. Y'all have been through some shit, so in and of itself, it's not something you necessarily, that moment of terror, but you feel that moment of terror like you felt that moment of terror. Other people are not so resilient, and literally everybody on the street, in the store, in the cars that are driving by on the street, everybody fucking panics at once. Absolute full-on, kaiju's about to step on me, shit myself and run away, and climb over anybody I need to get to safety. Panic just washes over every living soul in a distance. Who knows how long? The screams just mount up. Everybody just immediately start, like tables inside the shop are flipping over and chairs are flying as people are getting up and scrambling, clawing over each other to deal with all of that stuff. People are running into the street, right into the way of cars. All of this stuff is happening. Chris, in your little apartment, kind of just sitting there going, I don't know, should I help? Do you think they need, I'm going to go and deal with the fire guy. I think I'm going to, maybe, or should I, nobody's answering. Calamity said she'd report back. I haven't heard anything. It's probably fine, right? What do you do? Because you have not heard anything from them.
I think she's like, they probably got their hands full fighting, but she trusts her team, and she's like, I think they can handle it, and nobody knows about this other thing happening but me.
Sure.
And they're obviously not handling it.
This is like the worst 6 blocks in the entire city because it's like from Bake My Day down to that amphitheater park is just where all the shit goes down. The kaijus, like this.
And I'm just like, if either one of these two situations escalate, we got problems for everybody. So somebody should be handling this other situation. So I think she's going to go to the thing with the Uriel.
Okay. I just want to everyone pause for a second and just realize how she processed that, and how she processed it was, I'm going to think about this tactically. We really need a thing. I think the best thing I can do is to go where the hot girl is. I mean, to go fight the fire guy. I mean, the hot girl. She's probably hot because there's fire. Because she literally said all of that stuff, and she said, I'm going to go to Uriel at the end.
I can fix her.
You can make her worse.
I can do both.
Okay, so yeah, you can basically, your sister's like, all right, I hope you know what you're doing. She opens up the patio door, so you can basically dive out and then let your wings go out. If you've ever seen the video, and if you haven't, go find it. There's a really cool little GIF or a video of a wood owl, and it's flying along and like gliding and stuff like that, and it goes in between these, like a split tree. The two aspens are growing, and they're maybe literally about this far apart from each other. And this thing comes up, and he's flapping, and he comes up to the tree and just goes whoop, and sails right through the gap, and then brings the wings back out like he's done it 1,000,000 times. It's like not even. It doesn't even dip. So I'm kind of picturing Chris like diving out through the window, and then the wings go woof, and off you go. Where are you located? Are you near the college? Are you doing college stuff?
She is like...
Or are you down in the city?
She's doing it very slowly. She's kind of near the college. They're more in the city than near the college.
Okay. All right. I'm going to have you then. Because you should probably do this. You should probably hurry things up because this is Amphitheater Park. So let's have you unleash your powers and get rolling on the way. That's freak. You freak. You guys need like a headset. You need like live comms. Okay.
No, I could stop. I could stop. I don't want it.
You don't want it? What do you?
I don't want the potential.
Oh, but the potential wants you.
I mean, it doesn't say that anything bad happens on a miss.
The basic moves don't do that. They just say
Marking.
It's implied.
you're marking potential. Okay. So Chris, you leap out into the window and you kind of do the wheel thing. You know, kind of turn, flap to get up above the level of the buildings. The apartment buildings are like 3 or 4 stories tall. But you do kind of the wheel thing and do like a total barrel roll thing as you head up, and you hear your sister call out like, "Stop!" You get up above the level of the buildings, right? And you're probably still like 3 or 4 minutes away from where you need to be in the city. You hear something as you get up above there, and you get like that that quiet that comes from just getting even a little bit above, like not being in amongst the buildings and up a little bit higher. You hear something coming from that direction.
So who out of our little roster of people who are there can fly? Halo can't fly?
Oh, yeah, no, Halo can fly. Wait, can Halo? No, Halo can't fly. Uriel can fly. Uriel can fly. Halo can't fly. Halo just does light stuff. You hear something coming. What's coming is a wall of screams coming toward you from the city center. So, I mean, the math isn't hard. Where you're headed, and this has been like kind of an excuse that you've given yourself this whole time, is you're headed towards the amphitheater park. That's only a few blocks away from Bake My Day. So if things are really bad, you can just alter course slightly and blah, 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 right? Well, what hits you as you're coming, as you're headed that way, as you're hearing the screams and stuff like that, and you literally see down the street as you're heading that direction, as it's approaching, people are panicking like there's somebody actually, because this is a neighborhood, they haven't exactly nailed down where you're at yet, but are people who have staked out rooftops all kind of through the city to get shots of you on your fan base and stuff. The wall of this thing coming and the screaming hits, you see one of the guys is like doing this thing up on top of the roof, and it's not helped. It's not going to be good footage. That's the first thing that pops here. It's not going to be good footage because the girl standing next to him is like smacking him on the shoulder, like, go, go, but he's like, stop, but the thing hits them, panic, and run in opposite directions from each other, both towards the edges of the roof. Just absolute fucking gotta get away from whatever it is that's causing that. They're running in absolute terror, looking over their shoulder at each other.
Can I do a defend and try, or say something, try to get them before they fall off the roof?
Yes, you can do a defend.
Oh, what do I roll? Savior?
Yep.
I'm assuming?
It's Savior. Hey, you're actually good at that. I hope I didn't just jinx you.
No, my first was a 2, so
At what point?
I rolled a fucking 5, so
Well, then the dice should be better. Okay.
not very much.
That's enough. That's enough. It'll be fine. Defend. 7 to 9. It costs you. You can expose yourself to danger or escalate the situation. Exposing yourself to danger. Basically, you can knock one guy down, but in order to tackle the other one, you're basically going to have to literally tackle them. And like they've already jumped off the building. So you basically grab them, wrap the wings around the both of you, and just slam into the car at the bottom of the down below.
Yeah, that'll probably be what I do.
All right.
I don't want to escalate the situation more.
You want to take a condition or take a powerful blow? Take a condition will absolutely give you a condition. Take a powerful blow might not.
You bitch.
I'm just saying.
You make it seem like it's a better option.
It could be either one. I was playing.
Roll conditions, right?
Yeah, you roll conditions. Hey, that's not bad. So those wings actually do what they're supposed to do.
On occasion.
So you land and you have essentially, I don't know if you've ever tried to give a cat a bath, but that's essentially what it's like having this person cradled in your arms after you land, because they are still panicking and absolutely losing their shit from inside of the cocoon of your wings and just punching and scratching and kicking and stuff, trying to get away from you and run. But you kind of let them out of there, and you're left like kind of pushing yourself upright on top of this thing. But you're actually okay. You seem to be basically intact. Something's not going well downtown.
Don't worry, we got it. We totally got it.
Do I change trajectory?
That's entirely up to you. I mean, technically, you don't have to decide yes yet because you're still on the way there, and they're both close enough to each other that from where you're at, you're still kind of going the right direction. If you go,
We just keep going in the same direction and see which one looks worse.
That's
Not
fair.
decide.
so yeah, I used your bad roll to basically make Cleona's counterattack worse. Ain't about you being slow. Ain't about you being clumsy. It's about things getting worse. All right. So Liam, your roll,
Okay.
you do a little bit of a rollover, but you're pushing yourself back up. You're, a little bit of ringing in the ears. Otherwise,
A question. What does she mean about we just wanted to talk? Like, was this the thing we knew beforehand? Because I very much did not know this beforehand. Did you? Like, did they know this
Okay,
beforehand?
Jake said we want to talk,
Yeah, I should say
but she did preface it. Okay, sorry.
No, it's okay.
She said we need to talk. Put a bunch of people in Bake My Day's life on the line by giving Dal an ultimatum.
did she say she
And
just
it was
wanted to
like-
talk? Well, yeah, but I didn't believe her. I mean, that's
Right, and
entirely
also,
fair.
Like, I feel like I wasn't there. Okay, I just wanted to make sure it was on the same.
Didn't know that, so you're fine.
Yeah, Clem.
I just saw people I know were our enemies, so I just want to make sure that I was on the same page.
I don't
Got
think
it.
it wasn't entirely out of bounds. I mean, she was also like, we want to talk. Also, where's the other one? She's looking specifically for you. Also, Liam. Really, the both of you. It's a special kind of situation. All right. So, Liam.
Is this after the fear thing?
Yes, the fear thing has happened. Washed
Okay.
over you. Screams rippling out away from you like a dropped ball of terror in a pond. Boulder of terror. I got to keep my analogies. And, yeah.
Rocker put the good old wads of metal on the fists and
Super athletic ice.
just run full tilt with the hopes of clobbering on the head a little bit.
Getting her before she does something even worse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, that is totally fair. So yeah, you get up there and a clanking charge, thunking, charge, straight at her, and yeah, give me a directly engage. Let's see how that goes. You both clobbered her pretty, well, I guess Stal has already rocked her.
Nice.
9. That's
So they got a 9 there. You could, if anybody wants to, they could probably spend a team to like help with that if they see a good way
I
that
mean,
they.
Dal's right there. Yeah. What do I have to do again?
I mean, really, just describe. Yeah, describe something that would help. Like she starts to get up and you do like a leg sweep and knock her back down again before Liam can get there. Anything like anything, where you can legitimately spend a team on this thing.
Or she could just like slip on the slime that I already put down.
Yeah, that's fair too. Okay, so yeah, she starts to get up. She can't quite get up. Liam comes rushing up, and that gives you a 10, which gives you 2 different options on the directly engage.
So my first question is, can I take away her consciousness?
No, you can't use take away to like auto win.
Okay.
You can do some conceptual stuff like I want to take away their ability to fly for a little while, or I want to take away a weapon, or I want to take away when you're thinking more conceptual stuff, it's more like certain abilities for a bit. But yeah, like just going, let's just skip to the part where they're out of conditions. That's probably no. Yes, ma'am.
So does her power come from her hands or like her voice?
That is a really interesting question. And
Yeah.
well, I mean, are you going to stop and question him? 1 second before you clobber her, where do her powers come from? Like, what's the source here? It's really hard to tell from what you saw. You didn't get the impression it was like a kinetic thing. It was really that. But that was really. I'm not going to say a lot more unless you want to give me like an assess the situation or something like that. You could.
I'm about to assess the situation. Just
I'll assess the situation.
You guys both can, yeah, absolutely. So why don't you give me an assess? This is you rolling superior.
What is my superior?
Yeah. That is not gonna probably succeed. Let me think about this.
Architectural?
Yes, mark potential. As you're about like trying to take like stock of like, well, how is this thing actually working? What is she actually? Right about then, the fear wave hits Grant.
Oh no!
So I'm gonna have you. So I'm gonna have you take a powerful blow as your buddy absolutely loses his shit and like just to be safe jumps into the water because there's like the waterways all through.
Yeah.
And breaks through the ice down into the freezing cold water. So why should you take a powerful blow? So I will show this to the players here real quick so that it pops up for you. Take a powerful blow. Get back to me here in a second. 7 to 9. Choose one. Take a look at what you are doing there. Lash out verbally would be maybe like you could like sort of scream in panic at Calamity and get her to portal you closer to Grant or something. Maybe. But you think about talk amongst yourselves. Charlie, I'm going to have you roll it next. Liam, I know you're coming in, and you want to take stock of it, but she said it first, so I'll have her roll her, and then you go. Also, if you know her well, Liam, you have the option of doing Pierce the Mask to kind of like see what's going on with her. Like it's less of a tactical thing and more of a legitimately Cleona thing. If you look at the basic move sheet that I just popped up there, you kind of look at the options between assess the situation versus Pierce the Mask and see if which set of questions kind of seems more appealing to you. And Charlie rolls a fucking 13. You absolute icon. Okay, so option, you get two questions you can ask. What here can I use to blank? What here is the biggest threat? What here is in the greatest danger? Who here is most vulnerable to me? How could we best end this quickly?
I think, I'm thinking like, what here can I use to get Cleona to, I don't even know if she can stop the fear, but like stop the fear. What here can I use to de-escalate Cleona?
I'm gonna kind of treat this like a how can we best end this quickly, but really either one of those. She's laying on the ground. Drop a portal under her and just portal her anywhere that isn't here. Like literally just portal her someplace else.
Okay, and then
Kansas recording a record number of violent outbreaks in the next couple of days. It's just so crazy. What a weird coincidence.
This question, the sheet, so I want to get at, because she said she just wanted to talk, and this is definitely Calamity's first time hearing that was the deal, that was what was happening, and she was like, oh, oops.
Shit.
So she's kind of interested in hearing what she has to say, but she wants to do it where she's not at the mercy of either of them, Like, she wants to be in a position. So, like, what here can I use to have a nice chat with Cleona? I don't know.
Yeah. The ideal thing would be to portal her someplace where she's within shouting distance and you're not reachable by her. But the problem is the way her abilities work, you don't know if there's a good way to do that without, like, putting her into a initiative cell somewhere. And you don't have the teleport address of initiative cells because by definition they don't let portals into those cells. Like they don't work very well if you can teleport in and out of them. Throw one of your investigation cards after her through the portal that's got your phone number on it. That
no, because the funny thing is I was going to teleport her to the van.
I know
after her.
I mean,
like that was my first thought. I don't know the thing I'm gonna go with, but it was my first thought.
I'm not sure if you want them to know where you live, but you could teleport her someplace and literally.
The van moves.
You could literally teleport her somewhere and like before the portal closes, just like whip a business card through after her for the thing, and that has your phone number on it and your email address. That's not a bad idea. If they actually want to talk, they'll call. I like Kaylee. Oh, you were serious? As she finishes laughing at the idea. But anyway, those are your answers to your two questions. Liam, what did you want to do? You think about that because we're not actually doing it. We're just like figuring out what you could do. Fastest way to get her out of the scenario is to literally get her out of the scenario. If you want to talk to her, you need to have some way for her to reach out to you that doesn't mean you getting punched in the head. Paralyzed with fright. Liam.
I've been thinking. I don't want to do a Pierce the Mask or an assess the situation.
Okay.
I want to just directly engage. I've got an idea for this.
Okay.
I take the metal I've surrounded myself and try and surround her in it, except for like a little gap at her. And the idea being, I take away her ability to like run away or move around.
Sure.
And potentially frighten her.
Taking the ability.
All of a sudden, the world goes dark, and
taking the mobility as a thing. That's fair. Taking the mobility. Depending on how her powers work, it may not actually stop her powers, but that's fair. You're not trying to do that. You're trying to keep her from getting anywhere.
I get two because of Brooklyn's assist, right? So my other one is I want with the idea of that, like all of a sudden the world just goes black because her eyes have been covered by metal and it's a little claustrophobic. I don't want to frighten her. I want her to be scared.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
right or not, I don't know.
So take away her ability to get away, impress, surprise, or fright. Gotcha. Yes. All of that works. A series of things will happen as a result, but let's just kind of break that down really quick. You basically run up to her and like this basically like sort of swoosh all the metal off of you and onto her, Just is that what am I understanding correctly? What's going on there?
Exactly.
Okay, and just kind of over her, just leaving room for her to breathe. Whoo, okay. Her immediate response is to scream, and the downside of what you've done is you basically built a funneling mechanism where it kind of focuses that. The downside for her is the metal reverberates, subjecting her to the same effect, which is not super fun times for her. But it does make this a very nasty effect for everybody around. So her whole suit, the whole metal thing is basically just shutter. You're actually afraid for a second the whole thing's going to shatter. It doesn't. You hold it together. But the sound coming off of it is absolutely debilitating. Also for her, that's the second of the conditions that she takes, because you do this to her, that causes the thing, but then she sort of does it to herself again, not realizing what the blowback is going to be like. But I need all three of you in the area to take a powerful blow, because now it's sort of an oral attack. Now wait, actually, Dal, did you already take a powerful blow, or are we still waiting for you to roll that? Shit. Okay. Do that first. This is going to be a ton of fun.
So I was going to start, because like me and Grant have our connection, right?
Yes, and which is why you're getting the panic blowback.
Yeah. It's kind of like we have a compass to each other, and like our minds, we can tell where each other is at all times. So I just start running in the direction of Grant.
Which is absolutely fine.
So that means I would be giving ground.
Giving ground. Yes, absolutely giving ground. I'm trying to think if you would actually need to take. You are very fit, and you are already panicked. You are already running.
She did just take one.
I know, but
I can take another one if you.
I think I'll give you the. Kaylee hates this choice. You can take a conditioner. You can take a powerful blow.
I'll take another powerful blow, because like
sometimes it can go good. You never know.
It's just a non-option.
Charlie and Liam, I need you to take a powerful blow each, please, from her scream thing as she's.
Wait.
Hey, work potential.
Liam, dude.
Was that my
calamity roll conditions?
Calamity's 8.
You're still at.
Well, I got a 6.
Grant rolls conditions. Look at that. You did. You wrote it out. I don't have time to panic. I've got to get to Grant.
Wait, mark potential or
mark? Is that mark potential? With
Dal marks potential. Liam marks potential. So you kind of wrap around to having one.
Kind of mark it in your brain that you have an advancement, and then just reset your track.
Or you can erase out your track, mark one, and then down just below your potential, there's a place where you can write down what your advancement is, and just write in there, I still need to pick one or something. So you've got it in there.
I'm almost at another advancement.
I know.
Already.
Yeah, I'm forcing a lot of dice rolls this time, so that's why.
I am almost one away from a second day.
I just need Liam to fail more, and I can make that happen because the dice will pay out for me. All right, so that is the first thing, and but she screams.
I already know what I'm gonna take.
She screams, and it's like an attack, and then it turns into terror and pain, which is still bad to hear, but not actually physically hurting or mentally hurting people, as the reverberations and the blowback and everything like that is she's basically doing it to herself. And you hear from inside of the encasement, like basically like the sobbing of somebody who just woke up from night sweats in a terror dream. Before she passes out, Liam, the last thing you hear her say, like from inside of there, kind of echoing, is, "We're all working for the same people." And then she kind of, like, you can feel her slump inside the metal as she kind of passes out.
Oh, shit.
I love her.
What did you say, Kaylee?
Love her.
Charlie, what did you pick for your thing?
I'm going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
Oh my fucking god. Every time, June.
What are you picking?
Well, here's the thing. Wait, so she passed out?
Yeah, I feel like one of them should be guilty, because it feels like maybe you accidentally escalated this when you didn't really, or not accidentally, but like unknowingly escalated this.
Okay,
Liam did it.
Actually, I want to hear from the peanut gallery.
Uh-huh.
Because having lashed out.
Just give it a
Can you
second.
hear me now?
Yeah, yep.
Either I'm going to struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions, or I'm going to lash out verbally, to cause a teammate to foolhardy action or
To take
cause a condition.
which at this
Which
point
would you guys
probably
rather
just
see?
at this point would basically just be Liam because he's the one who's here.
Right. Well, so wait, when you do that, does that always take your influence away?
Yep.
Because that part I was a little confused on. Because
So-
it says
There's two answers to that question, and it depends on which thing you pick. If you provoke a teammate to foolhardy action, you are actually using the provoke skill on them because you have influence on them. It
Oh,
works.
got it.
You use provoke to get them to do something foolhardy. So figure out what the foolhardy
Got it.
thing is, yell at them to do it, roll provoke, see what happens.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm understanding.
That one doesn't burn up influence. If you just go, fuck it, I want him to take guilty for causing all of this. I'm going to yell at him. This is all your fault. He's like, why, what the, la, 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 la. It doesn't even matter what you're saying because you're just going to lash out at them. They take a condition from that. You lose influence. Those are the two of those kinds of options. Does that help? I hope that I should have explained that more.
Yes. No, that helps. Okay. So I'm kind of thinking, I don't know if I'm allowed to do this, but I'm kind of thinking maybe, because I know what her response is and what, like, fear thing she's seeing, that maybe I just, like, say what her response is, and then Kieran can decide whether he takes a foolhardy action or a condition. I don't know if that's allowed.
Well, I mean, if you, tell me what you say, and I need to,
Okay.
it's like I can tell you whether or
So-
not you need to roll provoke or just.
All right. So as she's passing out, right?
Who the
Not Calamity. Yeah, as a fear girl is passing out,
Cleona, yeah.
and everybody gets hit with this thing. Calamity puts on her gas mask, and like she is seeing like the gas coming in.
Okay, sure. So that you're seeing an actual fear vision.
Right. Yeah.
I got you.
And she starts like not screaming, but like begging. Oh, that sounds so sad. Begging, like no, like stop.
And just kind of rocking and begging,
Yeah.
pleading,
And then she looks at Liam, who's supposed to be her leader. I'm sorry, this is so sad. And it's like, what do I do? Please do something. Like, make it stop. What do we do?
I feel like that's definitely like taking a condition from.
Yeah, I feel like it too. Unless he like,
Now, for
I
that,
can't leave it open. Unless he felt like that he had an action that he felt like he wanted to do. I don't know.
That sounds like I might have guilty back.
I'm so sorry.
Take off your influence over. So Liam marked guilty. And Charlie, take off your influence over Liam for now. It's not permanent, obviously.
Wait, as in like I have influence over?
Take off Liam off the I have influence over list. You guys are so hard on each other. I love it. Good job.
I feel so bad.
Okay, so
I'm sorry.
you're hurrying along, you're going and really beating the and it's hard because people are legitimately losing their shit around you, and you're like, I just have to get where I'm going. But I'm gonna keep making this hard for you because you see Dal absolutely fucking not panic, what the right word would be, but sprinting full fucking tail. And it's not panic like I don't see what's around me thing. It is an absolute fucking sprint straight up the middle of the street. What, tears down the blood? What does Dal look like on this run? What do you look like as you're doing this?
Are you crying? You're like, I'm just like flailing, like there's like cars that are coming down the street, and I'm like weaving like in and out, and I'm just like screaming, Grant.
She's probably gonna dive down and get down under the shoulders and just continue on in the same direction, but just so that she's out of harm's way.
Yeah.
And just going like, where is he? What's going on? Do you need me? Just tell me if I'm needed here. What's wrong? What's happening?
This is somebody who's willing to help and desperately does not want to help. This is the energy that Chris is giving off.
My frog.
So unhelpful. Yeah.
He's down and down 2 blocks.
Okay, is he okay?
No.
Scared.
I'm carrying you to your frog at Mach 5 because he's scared.
He's scared.
So you get there. Yeah, you're never gonna get there. You get there. You do realize there's a pretty good reason for the panic because the street is a T intersection where it comes up and then there's a cross street, and then beyond that T intersection is one of the canals, one of the basically, like, you've seen the pictures I've used of the city where there's like the rivers running all over the place, and it's iced over, and there's a Grant-sized hole crashed down through the ice down into the water.
My baby.
She starts like taking off her jacket and like the goggles and all the stuff and being like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to go.
And Dal's just like down by the river, and she's like looking at the hole, and then she like turns back to look at Chris, just like kind of sad little puppy who lost his son.
Do you need me to go in there and get off?
Yeah.
It's winter. That water's really cold. I want you to know these things before I do them because I really deserve the praise for this.
Oh my god.
I'm going in and getting the frog, but I'm not happy about it.
I'll buy you hot chocolate.
And she dives into like and tries to find Grant.
The surrealism of the fact that she's having a panic crying attack and at the same time still trying to hold her phone. So she needs to get video for this. I know she's gonna like it.
Imagine the headline.
Imagine the headline.
Chrysolopus saves Grant.
Angels say, Chrysolopus saves giant frog while city panics. 4 dead, hundreds injured, but frog safe.
Hey, everybody likes Grant.
Okay. I'm gonna have you roll a defend, Chris.
One of you bitches better move my savior.
I'll do it for you, Pookie.
I'll do it for you, Pookie.
I'll record you and compete. Oh, let's go.
Okay. All right. Nice. I like it. Okay. On a hit, you keep them safe and choose one. Add team to the pool. Take influence over someone you protect. Oh, do you have influence? Do you have influence over Dal right now?
I'm not protecting Dal. I'm protecting.
Fair, but they kind of count as the same thing. So, do you have influence over Dal? I'm just curious.
Yes.
You might be the first person that Grant actually likes that Dal also likes, because Grant doesn't actually like any. So that's an option. Add team to the pool. Take influence over somebody you protect. Clear a condition.
I do have guilty. That might be
On the other hand, influence over Grant is practically like having influence over Dal twice.
Oh.
But getting rid of guilty it's going to feel pretty good to do something heroic.
I want Grant. I want influence over Grant.
Yeah, you
All right.
do.
So he has shrunk, which is good because he's only about the size of like a Doberman.
I can carry.
And frogs, the biggest danger to Grant during this is the fact that he's still panicking, because if he hits cold water like that, they will kind of automatically drop into like sort of a hibernation mode. Frogs will hibernate in the mud underneath cold water for like the entire winter and then come back out. They're fine. He's trying to do that, but because of the panicking, his body metabolism is not dropping the way it's supposed to. Like the panic is fighting against the stuff that's meant to protect him by putting him into the hibernation mode. So that's been the worst problem, as he keeps struggling. But you do manage to get the dog-sized struggling frog into your arms, and luckily, normally this would be a doom scenario because you're in combat boots and your arms are taken care of, but you can still swim with the wings to get you back up. And once you're up out of the water, Dal is like right there, and it probably would have also worked to smear his slime all over you and then dive into the water as well.
So she puts the frog next to them, and I was just like, great, hold each other like that's.
Now he's cold. He's cold, so he's not really moving or reacting, but you do get little traces of his thoughts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I'm just like, hold each other like that's a disgusting married couple that you are. But and she like puts both hands on Dal's shoulders. Do you need my help? Because there's a totally different crisis.
Doesn't even say anything, just like in total tears. Gives Chris the biggest fucking hug ever. And he's like, you can go now. But thank you for getting my frog.
You do it.
Hey, and she takes
Wow,
off.
you are so bad at people. How are you popular?
Hugs very often.
That's true.
Not ones that like mean it.
Man, you had like a this person had like not a great family life.
Yeah, it's almost like she was raised in a cult or something.
Weird, shocking. We should explore that. We should explore that in the future. Okay.
Yeah, so she takes off and heads off for the
With the water
She finally got the confirmation.
with the water from the canal like crystallizing on the wings as you get up into the wind and stuff like that. So
Yeah,
this is
she's like trying to like
Ah.
she's like a chaplain or she left her big like coat
with now.
off when she dove in. So she picked it up and she's like kind of got it over her shoulders, but she doesn't want it to soak through. And the wind is awful.
I really need to fight somebody with fire powers.
Yeah.
Aside from the condition that you take from what's going on with Charlie, what do you do, Liam? You've pretty much got Cleona basically passed out.
I know that once Charlie gets
Charlie's kind of
under control.
rocking and doing all. In fact, I'm
Right.
going to tell you what makes the fear. I'm going to tell you in a moment when the fear goes away. But in the meantime,
Okay.
what's that?
What's up with the other guy? Is he still gone?
He got El portaled. You guys are having a rough time over there.
Well, it keeps like dipping.
I'm a big fidgeter.
It's also there's a 4-inch memory mattress. So
Oh, that's probably part of it. Maybe if you tilt the whole table, like do the little notching
Yeah.
so the table tilts a little bit more. I don't know. Like do you want to try and do you want to try and comfort Charlie at all?
I don't know if I do that well.
Well, I mean,
Well, yeah, but it's
nobody does it.
You could
Well-
take another vote.
I think I would like to comfort Charlie.
What do you
but
do?
first?
But first,
I-
yes,
the-
okay.
First thing I think I want to do is move the metal away from her body and around her mouth, just in case. Leave the nose fine, so she can still breathe. But
Yeah.
just make sure in case she like wakes up, there's no more screaming.
Just kind of like
Smart.
roll the thing kind of over to the side and it's a little bit of a rearrangement there. Enough of that nonsense. Yeah, the portal is still kind of fluctuating. Probably at least partly as a reaction to Charlie's thing here. So yeah, you do that and kind of move her out of the way, almost like a side thought. And then what does it look like? Tell me what it looks like first. I don't want to roll first and then go, okay, well it was shitty, so I'm going to say something terrible. Like what do you do? Whether or not it lands is something else entirely. Is this
What am I doing in
Yeah, like what are you doing in terms of the comforting thing?
comforting her? I'm gonna kneel down next to her, put a hand on her shoulder, and just be like, "It's gonna be okay. We're gonna figure this out. I'm gonna figure this out. We have
More hugs, more hugs, more hugs, more hugs.
just pull her in a big embrace and pat her head like it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be all right. We're gonna make it through."
Jamie's like, yeah, unless it's terrible.
So excited for this terrible role.
Oh God.
Let's find out how bad it is. It's like
Very good. Yeah, I can't.
I mean, it's not bad. All right, so comfort and support.
I can't with the. It's gonna be. We're gonna. I'm just decided to go for a hug. It's like I don't know what else to say. That's so funny.
Yeah, comfort and support. Roll hit to hear you. Mark potential, clear condition, or shift labels. But if they open up to you, that's the remember how this thing works. So Charlie might not. I don't know.
Well, you fucking better.
You know,
But does she want to create a paradox?
She is a paradox.
I don't know how responding to a comfort and support would create a paradox. I mean, although I would bet
I can make it happen.
I was gonna say I would bet folding money that if she set her mind to it, she could figure out a way. I mean, so yeah, what do you do in response to this? If you just sit there and like a lump and let him hug you, then you can do that. It won't.
Well, I'm back.
It won't count.
I think she takes like a couple of like shuddering breaths, calming down. And she's like, I know, I'm sorry. I know you're not future you, and it's not fair. Put the responsibility of future you on you yet. And that sounds so confusing and ridiculous. Don't know what I'm doing here or why I'm here, and I can't leave better here, but worse because I know what's coming, and it took everyone that I know and that I loved, and then you found me, but then you sent me here, so I don't know what to do, but I know it's not you. That's future you.
I love it. I love it's so good, but at the same time, it's like, I'm sorry, I'm putting all this pressure on you that could really only be handled by an older, much cooler version of you.
Oh,
We've got
I-
milk tears happening.
It does. Is everybody okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
Oh my
so
god,
good.
that's so fucking sad.
Oh my god.
Honestly, can we just take a moment and realize everything that Leo has gone through in the last 24 hours?
Boy's been through some. And
That's so sad.
for the record, he's complaining about having one condition. Like what? Come on. It's one condition.
Yeah, I've had one condition for like 3 sessions now because I'm so bad at getting rid of them.
Sean's guy, his transformed in the mass game, has been walking around with angry for 9 sessions.
Yeah, that's what the fuck I'm talking about. We always stay angry in this house.
Yeah. The first time his character didn't have anger was when he switched to a different character for a couple of sessions. The other character still has angry. Anyway, yeah.
That was heavy.
Yeah, that was good stuff though. Okay, definitely doesn't count as opening up though, so fuck no, I'm kidding.
I was like, wait, what the fuck?
Okay, so
Right,
if you
and then did she open up to you?
yeah. Okay, yes, I think it counts. So you can mark potential, clear condition, or shift your labels, Charlie. The nice thing is if you manage to do a comfort and support and get a 10, you can clear your own condition. You can feel you do such a good job.
Charlie, you can shift labels.
What's that?
You wanted to a while ago.
So you could shift your labels, or you could clear a condition, or you could do, or take potential, I guess. How many conditions do you have now? 3? Is Charlie rocking?
Just one.
Just one? Oh, did you just clear one?
No, because I decided.
Oh, right. You didn't.
Yeah.
Gotcha. You were going to take the 2 and then you didn't. I thought you were going up to 3. Gotcha. So you could clear, take potential, shift your labels. You figure that out. That's just fine.
Before I figure it out, can I comfort and support Liam?
Sure.
Okay.
Something that I want people to remember that I think is useful to be aware of, because sometimes it doesn't immediately present itself. Comforting and supporting doesn't have to happen after the middle of, like, you can do it in the middle of a fight, you know. You got this.
Right.
I have faith in you, you know. You're going to kick ass and take names. But, and this is important, if you have influence over them, you can shift their labels in the middle of a fight. Get in there and kick his ass, Seabass! Whatever that is, I'm going to shift his danger up and his mundane down, and as long as they go with it, you guys can basically be, like, helping each other by shifting labels around in the midst of stuff. And that doesn't
Go,
even...
book names and take ass!
It's fuck you up. You need to watch that show, Dad, so I can quote it at you.
Which one?
Fucking Husband
Husband
Hotel.
Hotel. Okay, fine. I just the other one was really good, and the other one that one didn't grab me, but I'll watch it.
I mean, technically,
it
they're
is
still in the middle of the fight doing all of this because Combat Man is still an active threat.
Wait, what are you saying to the comfort and support thing here? I want to hear it. I mean, that's a good role. Keep it, but I want to hear what
Shit,
you're
that's
doing.
good. I totally forgot about that.
You know, you can actually say
I just
stuff.
was like, oh, I have my sheet up. So.
I'm gonna bunk him in the middle of the fucking forehead. Get better, bitch! And then, like, I rolled a 9. Does that work?
Happens to Dad, motherfucker.
I think she just like continues along the lines of like, but I know it's not you right now. You'll get there, but it's not you, and that's okay. And you're doing great. I know you came from what some people count as unredeemable, but I think you're doing great, and you'll become even better. I know it.
I have a blooper reel for this entire, like, game in my head, and one of them is you guys doing, like, the second take of this. I know you came from a difficult situation, just a really bad one, teamed up with an absolute bitch. Ugh! Ow! You know, and I just want to tell you, and it's cut, do it again.
Oh my god.
Like, and then the third one is just her, like, grabbing his face and being like, I know you've come. God.
God damn it, this time costs money, people! Anyway, all right. So, Liam, what do you respond? You guys are, first of all, I think it really works having you in the room, because the internet connection is definitely better. On the other
I
hand,
agree.
I should have been
It's my
attacked.
phone case. It's actually my phone case because, like, I have my cards. I have the cards. My cards and stuff.
So one
And it
is
doesn't-
Zell. I got you.
Hold on.
All right, so Liam, response time. What do you got?
I'm trying so hard to be good. I just want to be good, but it seems no matter where I turn, my old life is there. My old team keeps showing up. I keep having to reveal more and more about my past. I was supposed to come here and there's supposed to be a clean slate. None of this shit was supposed to follow me now.
God, stop it.
Just wanted to be good. Just
Stop it.
Brooklyn is a soft touch here.
I think
Again, I have another blooper reel here. It's like I can't get away. I keep running into my old life. Kick, ow! Again, from up to the side here as you kick her again, like the metallic clang, and then she shouts from inside, "Ow!"
This is fun. Don't let actors do this.
No, yeah, it's a good idea.
Huh.
Anyway, all right, that's really good.
I think Calamity just responds with like, "You are."
Stop. My heart can't take this.
Okay, it's really good. You guys are really, really good. Liam, you can clear.
This is so bad.
Liam, you can clear a condition. You can shift your labels, or you can take a point of potential.
Jamie, I know you're not.
No more guilty.
Oh
I
my
know
God.
you're not in the partnership. Shift it, just a little bit, just a sprinkle.
As a treat. Okay, yeah, Brooklyn's like doing this. All right, so
This is the episode that spawned the fan art. You know what I mean?
Technically, Calamity isn't me. I don't have plans for where she's going. I'm just kind of letting her ride. So I don't know. Who
Okay.
knows?
okay.
Sorry, there's so many jokes about.
Oh my God! Just don't let go, you bitch.
Okay. So we are going to we're gonna call it here. You got to do stuff, and next time it is definitely gonna be all like we're gonna end up, you see you made the mistake of saying we need to do more fights, and then this shit hits the fan. And we
No, this Dal got to hit someone today.
with the handspringy kick, it's one of my favorite. like,
Yeah.
that's one of my favorite moves in a comic book. All right, so we're cutting to like Dal and Grant next to the water, it's kind of cuddling. It's like it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And these and Charlie and Liam, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay. And Chris coming up, and like pausing it at Amphitheater Park, and it looks like after the fucking meteor hit in the Umbrella Academy. So the snow is basically gone. It's just been replaced with like slushy puddles and everything. All the trees are on fire. You're pretty sure Halo and Uriel are on the stage. It's probably them. The blood really stands out on the white that they're wearing. Everybody has basically, the ones that weren't hit by the panic wave have fled just because there was fire. Right about here, we're going to have to clear out some of this, all the people I've teleported thing. That's going to go away.
Are there people?
There's at least a couple people, yeah, that aren't, the dude in the orange outfit thing is standing there, like in this, like kind of looking around, like he's looking up at the stage and he seems to be having a conversation, and he's talking with a guy up on the stage. Guy standing up on the stage is wearing a pair of black leather pants, no shirt.
I'm watching the character page. I'm not seeing anything. Oh, there we are. Oh, what the fuck? Is that what he looks like?
Yup.
Brooklyn says this is the first unattractive character you put in here. Like, that's how he looks. Like the art thing.
Well, I mean, that's an artist's rendition of the guy's look.
Oh, I see. Freaky.
Oh, see, I thought he just looked like a painting.
No.
Like, you know, like
That's the guy on the stage who the
Yes.
bad guy is talking to.
Yep.
What are they saying?
You don't know. You're still like you're at about this distance from the park, okay? And that's where we're gonna stop because the shit will go down then.
Damn it, I thought I could trick you into keep going.
No, evil person. No.
Okay, I'm gonna roll directly engage.
No. Cancel.
okay, and then we all go and follow Chris so that we can watch her fight.
You're just gonna watch.
You're not gonna help?
No, it's your moment. It's your time to shine. We'll film you.
Now you're talking.
Oop. Going around the horn here. Closer to the team, further away from the team, more into image yourself.
Closer to the team.
And whom specifically? Whomst?
I swear to God, if you say Liam again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It is Chris this time. I speak safe now, boy.
Let's go, baby.
All right, so you already have influence over Dal, so
I do.
shift the labels and okay. Now that you're punishing me because I'm not there, I put up another picture of the dude on the
God,
stage.
pretzel. Shut your face.
That's true. I did get a pretzel. There's another picture of the dude up in the thing.
It looks like David Bowie.
I'm digging it. I don't. I have Brooklyn said she's not liking it. Oh, I'm liking it.
Oh, in men.
Wait, did you just say you all have terrible taste in men?
No, I said we all knew that Kiernan had terrible taste in men.
Oh, got it. Okay.
This motherfucker showed me this punk movie, and he's showing me all the whole roster. Just like, wow, look at how hot they are, and he's just like a sewer rat.
You have
Oh man. And he showed us, he's like, looking at it, he isn't up. He looks like he got run over by a garbage truck, and then they came back and finished business. No.
I'm sorry, but they literally all look the same to me. So I'll support you,
I mean,
Kiernan.
they look like they've been stretched by one of those torture devices, and then when they let go preemptively, and they snap back and rubber band, and they come back out.
She's still just saying David Bowie over and over again. So I'm like, I'm here for it. Yeah, okay. So we might call him David just because that's really, with no following name, that's actually just a really creepy.
Wow, we're just trashing David Bowie right
No,
now.
David Bowie is awesome.
Great
I like these
music.
pictures. But, you know, if you look at pictures of David Bowie, he can be a very creepy dude, but also,
Individual.
yeah, he can give creepy. He can also give like Hello Sailor. It's all good.
For me, each David Bowie one is Hello Sailor. Sorry.
Every iteration of David Bowie.
Every iteration of David Bowie.
And there are many. Like you could actually go like generationally. Like he changed his look like every 5 to 6 years and just didn't even look like the same person. All right, so we went to that thing. So Chris,
I'm probably gonna say more in her own image of herself.
okay, shift those labels. The dancey dancer over there slamming her hand on the thing.
I have to agree and show everyone that I'm in agreement with your guys' decisions, okay?
You made the correct choice.
Yes.
Fair.
And I have to do that so that I don't just
Blurt it out.
say
Over.
it.
See, you're way better than
And-
Kaylee is about that because she
and
just starts
interrupt.
talking over shit.
I did mundane down and danger up, and now they're both at a -1.
Okay.
I hate everything.
I don't want to punch people. I don't want to be nice to them. Fuck everybody, I guess.
No, that was me
Right.
raising my danger.
All right. So, Charlie, I'm missing.
I think it's pretty missionary. I think Charlie's gonna grow closer to Liam again.
Okay. Liam already has. I'm pretty sure Liam
No.
already. No, Liam doesn't have influence right now.
Oh, Liam has influence over me. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Liam still has influence, so you can shift Charlie's labels, and you can clear condition or.
I swear to God, Kiernan,
I don't think
if
I
you
stand
give me
on
enough
very carefully at all.
condition by doing this,
Okay. All right. Actually, you forego your the taking the potential. You guys can unlock seeing each other's character sheet after this double moment that you two have had.
I really want the potential.
My only job is tough choices. That's
Wait,
my
wait,
only
are you
job,
saying
and I am very good at it.
wait, are you saying we can unlock it forever?
Yes.
Oh, I'll unlock it forever.
Okay.
I thought you meant like just
No,
Um,
not just for this thing. Like
today.
I will make it so that you can see each other's.
I feel like the name of the session has got to be "I really want the potential." Sort of
Yeah.
potential from? I don't understand.
If you
What
go
would it
close,
have been from?
if you go closer to the team, you get a point of potential.
I didn't know that.
You absolutely knew this.
No.
Yeah. When you grow closer to the team, you either get to take a point of potential or clear a condition. That's the whole point.
I thought it was just the other person switching your labels.
No, that's a side effect. That just happens by accident.
I thought that I did not know that.
You should have known that.
No.
Yes.
I need to listen to the end of sessions again because I definitely have not been marking potential.
You
for
have
that.
not been growing closer to the team very often. You almost always shift your own labels.
Really.
I've been listening. Yeah.
Except for that one time where he wasn't listening, you did grow closer to
You could take one more ding then on that one because I didn't hear that one. Like one more pip thing. But no, most of your XP came in the first session from you rolling absolute horseshit. Like for that first session. That was where most of it came from.
That means that I'm so excited about that.
Yeah, but I swear you knew this. Either clear, no, the whole thing with people,
In my brain.
the whole thing with people shifting your labels, that's a side effect of you giving it, that's not actually intentional. It's just a thing that happens because you're giving influence to somebody who already had it.
Kat, I feel like the reason why we forget about the potential part is because we're clearing conditions, usually.
That is true also. You probably used them to clear
Or
conditions.
maybe that's just me. That honestly could just be me.
I don't know. Neither one of those things really clicked in my brain as something that happened when you grew closer. Maybe I'm just forgetting things. but-
Probably. It's all right. All right. No, Kieran did it. Brooklyn.
No.
Kieran. You're right. It is Kieran. Brooklyn was
I
first.
also still can't see.
You probably have to refresh. You might need to like refresh the page, like reload it, and then you should be able to see Charlie over there.
But surprise, surprise, for my own thing, I think I am moving closer to the team.
Shocking.
And it's gonna be Chris, Charlie.
How did you feel like when it's gonna pull my heart out, so you're gonna just stab me in the back.
I'm gonna put Liam back in there.
As influence?
And you
Okay.
you now have influence. You did not have it because you lost it. Kieran, you can shift any of Charlie's labels up or down, and it's not going to give her a condition. So even if you can't see it, you can proceed without. You're not gonna...
I thought it was if they already have, then they can shift. But
Yes, correct. I'm saying Charlie does not shift Liam's labels because all she did was get the influence back. But she gave Liam influence, and Liam already had influence, so he gets to shift her labels from the previous thing.
Can I go
They did this.
mundane up and superior down?
I mean, you certainly can. She's doing it. I'm not going to do it. We both do it then. Yeah, she had influence over Liam until she burned it to give him guilty, and then she got it back just now because she.
who advanced for special was that?
I had
These advanced. So you did?
Awesome.
So you hit one. You get a car, and you get a car. So three of you ding. Now Liam, don't worry about being one behind everybody. It all evens out in the wash.
I'm pretty sure
Am I-
still have.
I think I've only dinged once.
Yeah, I know.
I've only dinged once.
But Kaylee just hit her second one, so she's being.
And so did Brooklyn.
Brooklyn had sort of a head start because she had a point of XP before she ever even started playing.
Am I also forgoing my potential for the character?
No,
No?
one is enough for that. One is enough for
No,
that.
he was just fucking me over. It's okay.
If you're the one that keeps getting your labels messed with, or you're getting conditions from them shifting your labels, it's a benefit, and you guys get it both. This shows how even if you guys don't have influence over each other, you know how to not say stuff to each other that's going to actually make the situation demonstrably worse by giving you conditions at the end of the session.
You're closer.
You're a little closer. You understand each other a little bit better. Which I was
Wow, what another great session.
I was yeah, it was. You guys are great.
That was fucking awesome.
Was
I think I like this session better than last.
really?
Because we had good role play moments, but we also had we had so much roles.
There was a lot of
last session was Liam telling Val he gets
Oh, yeah,
that.
I don't know if much. That is a lot. That is, and I also
I
like,
don't know if anything can beat that in my head.
I don't
Like,
know. For me, I like the role playing, but I also like being able to do the roles. And
Yeah.
I think that there was a good balance of like we're playing for stuff, including the role play.
Yeah, but that moment though, and you know what else I like about that thing is that although Liam got a little bit of some kind of emotional closure stuff, and even though he came running back to cover down, that whole thing with those two still is not in any way, shape, or form resolved. Like it isn't like, oh well, it was a problem for like a session, but then they hugged and cried a little bit. It was fine. It's not just done. Which isn't to say never fix it. But I'm glad it wasn't just a one and done kind of thing. It's still kind of sitting there going, because of all this shit and these people, my frog ended up in a damn frozen thing. I know it's not your fault, but I still kind of want to punch you in the dick.
Help. It's good stuff.
Pretty.
Don't get me wrong, last
But-
session rocked, but I
Yeah,
really,
I agree with you. Like that it was a good balance and it was a lot of fun.
not to say that, like, last session, I think will always be very memorable, especially in this campaign.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But I agree that this session was, like,
The flow was good.
Yeah.
And I
Also, I really
balance was good.
the moment with Liam and Dal was really good. For me, I don't know why, but the moment between Liam and Charlie hit me.
You guys were all like balling like onion cutting babies there for a little bit. It was great.
Yeah, that was
Especially Brooklyn.